Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Ask, Learn, Grow, the show where the Reef team answer questions, share insights and updates from the digital marketing industry. I'm joined today with Jenny, who's our digital designer here at Reef, and Jenny's going to be talking about the laws of UX, and in particular, Jacob's Law. So over to you, Jenny. I guess let's dive straight into this one.
So for this week, I wanted to share this website that's called Laws of UX. Basically, it's a collection of 20 principles that designers can apply when they build user interfaces. So like websites, different like marketing products. It's kind of just like an overview where it goes over the basics of it, and then it kind of links you to more resources to read about it. There's also a book where the creator of it goes more into depth about each one of them. So if you click them, for example, this one's, you can see that it just brings you to like a page where it kind of just goes over the most important, and then it links you to other resources. This one, for example, is kind of just saying that you can kind of like hide user problems, like usability problems, by making it look nicer so that the users don't focus on kind of obvious, but like if you have a problem that you can't really fix at the moment, you can kind of just make it look nice so that the distraction kind of leads away from it. There's a few other ones. Let's see, this one, Hicks Law, that is kind of like relevant for me since I do web design and I do a lot of forms, and it's kind of just saying that you should simplify the number of options for the user to avoid them getting too overwhelmed, so that they can easier complete tasks. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, there's 20 of them, but you can kind of just go and like find the ones that you find interesting and then read more about them.
Okay, cool. We'll include a link to this page which lists all 20 of these design principles for UX under the video. But we've probably not got time to go through all 20 right now on this call. So is there a particular principle that you feel would be good to sort of dig into a little bit more for the purposes of today?
Yeah, so I'll share, let's see what number, this one. This one's my favorite. So yeah, it's called Jacob's Law. I'll click it. So basically this law, what it says and what it's kind of suggesting is that users spend more time on other websites rather than your website, and they expect your website to work the same way as other websites. And the reason I really like it is because I think it's so accurate. Because people like me, like web designers, product designers, we sometimes want to go like really crazy, innovative on the design. And we want to like rebrand, we want to create something that nobody's created before. But what this law is saying is like, don't do that. It suggests that the user, they go on all these websites all day long and they know kind of this is where the menu is, this is where the logo is, this is usually where websites keep their information like services, and that you shouldn't change it too much, because then what will happen is that the user gets distracted and sometimes even annoyed, and they might end up just leaving your website because they can't focus on what they came there for. So if you follow Jacob's Law, you respect this and you put everything in kind of like where best practice says for it to be. And then when the user lands on your website, it can just focus on your content, your offerings, your message, instead of having to be like, where's the menu? Where do they keep their services? So I think that's why I really like it, because it's actually, like, I think it's very true.
I've heard it referred to as the law of familiarity as well.
Yeah.
As Jacob's law. So it's essentially the same concept though. And there's the kind of principle behind this, what you've just described, conversion optimizers and conversion focused designers such as yourself, Jenny, will have heard the term "don't make me think," which is when the more you force a user to think, and rather than just sort of find quickly what they're supposed to do on the page, or what you want them to do on the page, and the less likely they are to take that action as a general rule, which is bang in line with this principle that we've just described. Cool. Anything else to add on this or the laws of UX?
No, I think I think it's best for people to kind of just like explore the website, because it's really fun too, because it works very smooth, and it's good to just get like an overview and see like, oh, I really want to find out more about this practice, and then it just gives you resources to read more about it. So yeah, that's my tip.
Cool. Okay, that wraps up today's call. So thank you very much for sharing this information, Jenny, today. If you've got any questions about Jacob's Law, the principles of UX, or conversion-focused design or landing pages in general, feel free to send them in, and always happy to help. If you'd like to see the team answer a specific question or cover a future topic in one of the later videos, we welcome all suggestions, and we'll try and schedule that in for you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be notified of when the next video is available. Apart from that, thanks all for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.